Before we get into your reading, I'd like to start by thanking everyone who has liked and commented on the videos, as well as subscribed and donated to my channel. I really appreciate it, you guys. And if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you can find all of my contact information, including my email and social media links, as well as links to my music and podcast in the description below this video. Okay, let's get into your reading.
What do we have for Scorpio? Five of Wands, Leo energy at the foundation. Scorpios, I did a pre-spread and I got the Five of Wands at the exact same position. And all day I've been getting downloads surrounding the messages that I needed to deliver to you right here, right now. And it's all the same. Scorpios, you've worked incredibly hard to get to where you've gotten to now. Nobody thought you could pull this off. Nobody encouraged you. You were faced with nothing but resistance. For a lot of you, this is something that's gone on your entire lives. People went out of their way to do whatever they had to stop you from ever entering a winning season in your life. Now, Scorpios, this is either an energy that you're encompassing right now, or this is an energy you're moving into. You're all going to be on different parts of the journey. But the energy that's available to you is you throwing it back in these people's faces, Scorpios. Because what I'm seeing here are five different energies. A lot of you are dealing with 5+ people that all clicked up together in a systematic way, perceivably, without you having any knowledge to this, to do things to stop you. It's like they knew something about you before you even knew it about yourself. They saw where you were going. They saw what you were destined to become. The future is here. The future is now, Scorpios, because all these dreams that you've been going after, well, they're literally all around you, or they're about to be. All these people have their foot in their mouth. They're all fighting against each other because there's been great exposure around who they are and what they did. God has worked in tandem with you, your spirit guides, your ancestors, to make this all possible. But this was no easy task, Scorpios. You've had to sacrifice everything to get to where you are now. This is not a path that many are equipped to take. In fact, I would go as far as saying that it's probably less than 1% of this planet would actually be willing to put the work in and do this. There's a level of greatness that you are about to step into, Scorpios, a whole new energy source that you're going to have available to you because of all your work. I'm just picking up an energy, intuitively speaking, of constant elevation. And this is why we have this Five of Wands at the foundation. You've overcome all of these obstacles, all these challenges. All those who came up against you without your knowledge failed in their pursuit to stop you and knock you off your path. What do we have for the sacral? Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Unbelievable. I got the Five of Pentacles in the pre-spread as well. 3 fives on this table. 5, 5, 5. 555 is all about major positive changes taking place in your life, Scorpios. This is actually quite a powerful energy that we have on this table right now. Taurus energy with this 5 of Pentacles at the sacral, and then Aquarius energy with this 5 of Swords at the solar plexus. All three of these cards are 3 of the worst cards in the tarot. But this is how they came at you, Scorpios. These individuals have all been caught. There's an energy here of some sort of mental instability. This is a part of their karma for what they did to you. With this 5 of Pentacles at the sacral, this is an energy of poverty, lack. Some of these individuals, I feel, are going to enter a season of their life where they're going to be hit with horrendous financial poverty for what they've done. See, these are the kind of people who would spend all their money on going out of their way to try and stop you from getting to where you're trying to get to. So their karma now is them not having access to money. They don't have any more access to divine source energy. They've been cut off. Some of these people, I'm getting a intuitive message here surrounding family members. These could have been family members that once had some sort of success in their life, and for some reason they always wanted to be the top dog in the family. They saw you coming up as they were going down, so they did things to try and sabotage you. This is an energy of spiritual and material poverty here, Scorpios. But you know, Scorpios, this Five of Pentacles, this was once you. They did have you in this space for quite some time without your knowledge. You just thought this was the hand you were dealt, that your life was supposed to be difficult. No, Scorpios, this isn't the case at all. There was an energy here of individuals trying to manipulate the outcome in your life, create a narrative surrounding you that was based in falsities and untruths. But Scorpios, the universe is very interesting in that whatever you project out into the universe, you will get back to you. And the universe will add a little extra on there for you, right? For all your hard work, for all the energy you put into said projection. So what we're seeing here is, Scorpios, these individuals went out of their way, created obstacles, challenges in your life with this Five of Wands at the foundation. They could have very well did things to affect your housing, your money, your jobs, your career path, your artistic endeavors, the way people perceive you and receive you by speaking falsities on your name. So, the universe is blessing them now with this little Five of Pentacles at the sacral. This is an energy of fear and isolation at this sacral position here. But this is all based on their need to control your life. A very hedonistic, manipulative energy is what I'm picking up here. These energies were functioning with an overactive sacral chakra, which is very hedonistic and manipulative. That in and of itself has led to them now being hit with this Five of Pentacles, which is causing them to move into a space of having a blocked sacral chakra, living in fear, not knowing what's going to come next for them. Very isolated energy. If these individuals ever had any sort of creativity in their life, which I feel some of them did, they are now losing access to that divine source energy. These people are about to be reminded who God is, because I feel that they've spent a lifetime denying who was in charge. This is them being hit back with all of the karma that they projected out into the universe towards you, Scorpios. I feel that this represents God, or this could represent you, and this is them now. They just kept coming up against you, right? They just wouldn't stop. And you persevered. You didn't even do anything, Scorpios. I feel that for the most part, you all have ignored this. Or if you're dealing with this now, it's your message that you need to ignore it, because God and your spirit guides are going to handle this for you. These energies have no idea what's coming for them. This is them being completely disarmed. But they're not only being disarmed with their weapons, they're being disarmed spiritually, creatively, financially, physically, and mentally, Scorpios. And this is going to last a lifetime. There is no coming back from this in this lifetime, because what I'm seeing here is an energy that has been coming after you for several decades. This has created horrendous instability and financial poverty in your life that you did not deserve. But in saying all that, Scorpios, this was a part of your path, because you do represent the Judgment card, You're sent into people's lives without them even knowing it. And you're sent into their life to spiritually weigh their heart, Scorpios, so the divine can take note on how these individuals need to be dealt with and redirected in their lives. What do we have at the heart? High Priestess, Pisces energy at the heart. And this is why you didn't feel the need to retaliate, Scorpios, is because you've been under divine guidance this entire time with this High Priestess at the heart. You have moved in a very methodical manner. The divine told you exactly how you were to navigate your path, and you followed. Or this is the message that you need to be following, this divine guidance. And I've been through this, Scorpios. Typically speaking, most of the time, these readings I do, whether they're for Scorpios or other zodiac signs, are energies that I've experienced at some point in my life. So it gives me access to a certain level of wisdom to be able to speak on these specific subject matters. But when I was going through this, Scorpios, I did not falter. I did not retaliate. All I did was speak my truth in a manner to help uplift and guide the collective, whether it's through my readings here or on my podcast. And this was all by way of divine guidance. Every step I take is taken in a divine order. And this is how you're meant to be moving right now, Scorpios. This is how you achieve these dreams that you've set out to achieve in your life. I don't care what anybody else tells you about your path or what you can and cannot achieve in this lifetime. You should only be listening to the divine, because the divine has a plan for you, and it is to be living those dreams out in this lifetime. What do we have at the throat, please? The moon, Pisces energy again at the throat. I'm picking up on a lot of spiritually awakened individuals here. The divine is guiding you through these dangerous waters in your life, Scorpios. And this is all influenced by your dreams and your intuition with this High Priestess at the heart. Goes along exactly with what we're talking about here. The moon is all about your dreams. Scorpio, you have always felt led. Always. Even through your darkest times. I feel like the face on the moon, it's depicting your inner emotions. It's like there you are through these difficult seasons in your life. When people would try to discourage you, try and tell you who you are, what you can and cannot achieve. And there you are, with your eyes closed, with the deep knowing that you are on the right path, but feeling very disillusioned and confused because of how you're showing up inside the matrix, how these other people are showing up in your life, how they're receiving you, and how they're communicating to you. This is you having persevered through all these illusions, Scorpios. You've overcome all the blockages and fear that these individuals have put onto your path. A lot of you are in this energy of really living inside of a dream. The individuals that came against you are completely and utterly dumbfounded. Their absolute worst fear is coming to pass. Not only have you awakened to the truth, Scorpios, but you've awakened as a complete spiritual superhero in your life. You're somebody of very high ranking. I just heard so clearly. So you mean to tell me that God saw everything I did through Scorpios? It's this kind of energy. Like you're one of God's appointed soldiers. Right hand of God energy. God is incredibly proud of you, Scorpios. God keeps you on a pedestal, Scorpios, because of what you're capable of doing. This is not the first lifetime that you've had to run these sorts of karmic cycles in your life. This is many lifetimes. Like I said, you're a soldier. you're sent on these missions. Each life cycle may be different, but at the end of the day, the purpose is to expose the wicked and get them on the correct path by putting them through the necessary judgment and sentence them to their karma. This is all for the betterment of the collective. This is a part of evolution. You're a soldier of evolution. You are here to release stagnant and stuck energies. And in this life cycle, Scorpios, you're meant to be on top, however that shows up in your life. But the way you get there is by following that inner guidance, holding on to those dreams. Never let go of your dreams, Scorpios. I'm telling you right now, Scorpios, for decades, I was put through this energy, but I always held on to my dreams. I knew that my day would come. As I got older and older, the people around me made me feel like it was time to just give up, made me feel like I was past my prime. But I always knew that in and of itself was an illusion. It was a byproduct of the Matrix. It was just some sort of mental mind war that I was being faced with. So I started to overcome these constructs that I was being faced with. And no matter how many years I was putting behind me, I never let go of the hope and the dream. Because that in and of itself, for me personally, is a story. It's to encourage people to keep going and using myself as literal proof that anything is possible. I always say this, and I always will. Scorpios, I wake up every day in complete disbelief that I am where I am. It's an absolute miracle. Sometimes when I'm really busy, I stop myself and I'm like, wow, I can't believe I'm living this life. This is incredible. And this is the energy that you're going to be in as well, Scorpios, if you're not already. This is a very, very necessary part of your path. God wants you to feel this. I feel that when you have those moments, Scorpios, it's like God smiles and he kind of like nudges you with his elbow, like, see, I told you, right? And you're like, oh, God. And there's this proud look on his face. Like, yeah, I knew you could do it, Scorpio. We've only just begun. Like where I'm at in my life right now, if this was it, I could go out happy, feeling that I far exceeded even my own dreams. When I was going through my spiritual awakening a number of years back, and I was being shown the path that I need to take in order to get to where I want to get to, I kept getting this message, just trust us. It's going to be so much better than you could have even thought. And it's going to be custom made just for you, which is where I'm at now. It is so much better than I could have even thought. But I feel that I'm able to encompass this energy because I really let go and let God. I embraced my faith and just allowed the divine to unfold things in my life the way that they saw fit. I didn't create any resistance. And now, as I sit inside that energy, it's so much better. It's a million times better. But in saying all that, Scorpios, the way out is through your dreams. Holding on to that dream, no matter what anybody is saying to you, no matter the fear that anybody's projecting onto you. Unbelievable. The star, Aquarius energy, right there at the third eye. And there really isn't a better card that I could have asked for to come out after I said everything I just said. High Priestess to the moon, to the star. This is you holding on to your dreams and it actually coming true, Scorpios. Holding on to the hope. Hope cannot be destroyed. Hope is all you need to get to where you're going, Scorpios. Everything else that surrounds hope is an illusion to try and take that hope away from you. This is an energy of miracles. You having faith and entering into the spotlight energy in your life. Some of you are going to be huge stars in whatever sector you're in your life. It could be globally. It could be locally. It could be in your community. But it's an energy here of great recognition for what you do and how hard you worked to get here, what you've had to overcome. Look at all this. And then you enter into this energy here. And this is all made possible because you followed your higher guidance with this high priestess at the heart. You have a very powerful mind, Scorpios. You have the type of mind where if you focused hard enough on a certain outcome, you will wake up on that timeline. And you'll think back over the struggles in your life, perceivably like they were a bad dream. When I think about what I've had to endure to get to where I am now, Scorpios, those struggles are so far removed from my life now. It's almost like it never happened. The individuals that I went through these struggles with aren't in my life. They haven't been for years. It's like they don't even exist. Who knows? Maybe I don't even exist on their timeline anymore. Maybe on their timeline, I died. Complete paradigm shift. Awakening in a new timeline. For me, they may as well not exist either because I don't hear or see anything about these people anymore. They've just vanished. Poof, into thin air. The power of your mind, Scorpio, is something that I don't even think you'll ever be able to even conceive. But as long as you stay very focused and committed to your path, and you willing to be able to sacrifice anything that doesn't serve your highest good on a moment's notice, you cannot be stopped. See, it's all of those things that want to attach themselves to us. The learned behavioral patterns, the people, the addictions, all the byproducts of the matrix that want to distort our view of divine source guidance and God. All of those things must be easily sacrificed on your path, Scorpios. There's major changes coming into your life, Scorpios, all due to the astrological influences. You may start to discover that every time you have some sort of win or you've overcome something in your life, it aligns with some sort of astrological shift. It's very important you pay attention to all of this, Scorpios. This is you really having this rising feeling of wonder for creation and how it all really works, how we all move in these astrological seasons. This brings about great self-awareness, Scorpios, when you can move inside this kind of energy. Anytime you need answers, you just go within and it comes to you through the signs and synchronicities. There's a magic in this universe, Scorpios, that you have access to that far exceeds anything that the Matrix has to offer. You don't need anybody's guidance. You don't need anybody's unsolicited advice. You don't need anybody to tell you who you are and who you are not, because the answers that you seek are all within you, and it comes directly from divine source energy. Shows up right there inside of you. You just need to ask. What do we have for the crown? Hermit, Virgo energy at the crown. Unbelievable. Follows up exactly what I just said. Going inward for the answers, for the guidance. Hermit energy. This is all about inner guidance, going within for clarity, no longer needing to seek any sort of outward validation or guidance. You have an inner compass, an inner knowing of how you're supposed to move, right? That's that inner knowing. I know I'm supposed to go this way, but why do these people tell me that I'm this person? I should be going that way. And look, here they are. No, Scorpio, go this way. You're not that person. You'll never pull this off. This little crab's like, yeah, Scorpio, you need to go this direction, right? They're trying to tell you what path to take. This is you stepping out of this mainstream way of navigating your life, Scorpios. Viewing your problems from this universal vantage point. Really remove yourself from yourself. Think about your life from a universal perspective, through the eyes of the divine, through the eyes of God. Look down over your life. Then, only then, make decisions on how to move. Remove yourself from the situation in order to make a sound, universal decision that is in alignment with your higher self and your higher guidance. You're going to have a completely new understanding of the universe around you. This is a hermetic path. What do we have at the foundation from the Occult Tarot? Let's see what demons are trying to keep my Scorpio's root chakra blocked. Too many cards. What do we have at the foundation? Oh, wow. Knight of Wands, Bathing, Aries, Leo, Sag energy. I think I picked something like this up in the last Scorpio reading as well. There's definitely somebody coming towards you guys, Scorpios. They're not going to stop until they pull you off of this path. I feel that a number of you are going to have some sort of individual come onto your path. This could be an ex, but it's a very lusty energy. Okay, they're going to go after all those low vibrational Scorpio traits of lust and sex and toxic intimacy as a means to derail you. This is a Knight of Wands read as a reversal energy because it's from the Occult Tarot here. So this is a demon energy that's going to be coming onto your path. This is a very reckless, chaotic individual who has been sent into your life to create delays and frustrations by wearing you down. This is a very cruel, domineering individual. And this is also somebody with an inflated ego. Somebody who comes in, takes whatever they want, and they leave again. Now, for me personally, I don't fall for these tricks anymore. But my past is littered with these kinds of energies. Women who would come into my life, and they all held this energy. It was so obvious when I look back over my life now and I saw how this played out. Different females, but with the same energy. They held the energy of Lilith, this demonic demon sent straight from the pits of hell to keep me off my path. This, in conjunction with the family members that were going out of their way to keep me off my path, kept me in a place of stagnation and delays for several decades because I didn't see it. What I wouldn't have given to run across, say, my YouTube channel 10 years ago, right? This is a part of the reason why I'm even in the position I'm in now, is to get to all of you people who are going through this, to wake you up to this. The only reason why you're not living those dreams, Scorpios, is because of this energy. It's not necessarily something that you're specifically doing wrong. It's the influence that the energies around you are creating in your life that is causing you to make the decisions you're making. Yes, you must take responsibility. This is what this is all about, because you've essentially allowed these energies to affect you in the way that they have up until now because of the unknowing of what was really happening on a spiritual level here. But simply put, Scorpios, if you've been striving for some sort of dreams or some sort of goal in your life and you're not achieving that, you need to take a look at your exterior environment and the people that are around you. I would personally recommend just going your own way by yourself for a while until you start to see some growth in your life, and then reevaluate how much you've actually grown, how far you've come. And then think about why you didn't get there sooner, okay? But whatever the case, Scorpios, there is an energy here that is always going to be coming for you, and it comes in the form of this Knight of Wands right here. And these Knight of Wands characters are always very attractive, very beautiful, male or female. Start looking at people in your life on a deeper soul level, Scorpios. Look past the illusions and the mask they're wearing. I've learned how to do this. I'm very good at it now. I cannot be fooled, not by anything. When you're able to do this as well, you start to recognize that God is only going to send one person towards you that's meant for you. All those other individuals are sent by the devil. I know now, looking back over my life, that all of those individuals that were sent into my life were sent by the devil. God allowed that to take place to wake me up to this truth, so I can share that here. But I'm so attuned now with how this works that when my person comes onto my path, my soulmate, the person I'm supposed to be with, I will have that soul recognition. And I know that I'll see a vision of God in my mind's eyes smiling and nudging me with his elbow. What do we have at the sacral, please? Beelzebub, the moon, at the sacral. We have 2 moons on this table now, Scorpios. These are dream destroyers. These are energies here that we're trying to program you to deceive yourself. It's an energy of self-sabotage. So this is made possible by projecting energies of self-doubt onto you, energies to make you question your path, make you question your higher guidance. It's an energy of illusions. It's all over the spread here, Scorpios. Here they are, right? This energy right here, these dogs and the little crab there, right? This is this energy right here. It's very important that you overcome this energy and follow your inner compass, Scorpios. It says right there, makes manifest the apparitions of demons. That is that energy of self-doubt. It's that energy of projection. Sets demons upon men to destroy them with vices, Knight of Wands, or whatever else it is, addictions, negative behavioral patterns that aren't in alignment with your highest good. Byproducts of the matrix. This is what this represents. Keeping you in a place of spiritual poverty. 5 of Pentacles at the sacral. No creativity. Living in fear. What do we have at the solar plexus, please? Four of Swords, Libra energy, Simius. This is an energy of lacking progress. It's an energy of anxiety and burnout. Right underneath this 5 of Swords. This 5 of Swords represents this 4 of Swords, creating these obstacles in your life that cause you to have anxiety, cause you to feel burned out, cause you to move in a very slow manner. You're not getting anywhere. 1 step forward, 10 steps back. Something dragging your energy. What do we have at the heart? Amdusius, making mistakes, which is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse energy. This, again, is an energy of setbacks, whether it be financial. There's so many different ways this can show up. It's also an energy of jealousy and envy. And this is representing the way they look after they've been caught.
But I didn't mean anything by it. I just made a mistake. I didn't mean to do anything to hurt you, Scorpios.
Right, but this person knew what they were doing. Look at all their tricks they're sitting on. They've got a trumpet there. They've got a unicorn horn on their head. That's clearly not a unicorn, right? It just tells me that they were using whatever they could to stop you. Every trick in the book. Jester kind of energy. I just had this vision in my mind's eye, Scorpios, of you in a past life sitting on a throne. And there's a jester dancing around in front of you. And then in this life cycle, the jester is trying to stop you from remembering who you are. This kind of energy. And then we have El, 8 of Cups, Pisces energy, transformation. So we got a lot of Pisces on the table. Pisces, 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 Pisces. This is an energy of you moving on and having learned from the past now, Scorpios. Seeing the truth, realizing there was never any love in that jug right there. Just a bunch of dust. You withdrawing your energy and abandoning all hope. There's nothing left here. In fact, there was never anything here. It was all an illusion. What do we have at the throat, please? Chariot, Michael, Cancer energy at the throat. Who is like God, perseverance, success in conflict, overcoming adversity. This is an energy of victory. It's an energy of action and change. Scorpios, this represents an inner drive to succeed, right? Goes along perfectly with what I was saying here about this moon, right? There you are with this inner drive, this inner knowing, like, I just know this is the way I'm supposed to go. And then here you are. You overcome this beast. This represents these energies here. Unbelievable. Everything you feel inside, Scorpios, that pull, that drive, something calling you, that's real. When I think back on the darkest seasons of my life, which perceivably there was no way out of, some of these situations I was checkmated in. But you know what got me out of that, Scorpio? Is the knowing, that connection, this tether to the divine, this tether to source energy always got me out each and every time. I didn't know it at the time. I just knew that I had to keep pushing. I had to keep fighting, that I would make it out. And decade after decade I fought. And then one day I arrived at my own kingdom that I knew I had lost somewhere along the way. It's like taking an endless trek through a desert, knowing that eventually you'll reach your destination. You don't know when, you don't even know where it is, you don't even know what it looks like. But then one day, you just run directly in to a kingdom. That kingdom represents the inner knowing that there's something you're supposed to be driving toward, Scorpios. And you will get there. I promise you. I absolutely promise you. Because I've done it. I had to take this path so I can be here and talk about it. Used as an example, the conditioning of my path was extreme. Horrendous obstacles that were all meant to end me. But they didn't. If I can get through it, Scorpios, you can too. Stay the course, Scorpios. Stay the course. What do we have at the third eye, please? Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Leela Hell, the praiseworthy God. Light of understanding, acquires knowledge and cures illness. Scorpios, as long as you move in this very methodical fashion, when the divine says step, you step, as long as each one of your movements are in a very deliberate fashion, as long as you keep pushing forward, you stay true to yourself, dedicated to yourself and your path, leave all those behind that do not support you on your path, which I'm sorry to say, for a lot of you, that's going to be 100% of the people surrounding you. But only you truly know. But you're not to entertain anybody that's holding you back, Scorpios. Why would you? Why would you sacrifice your own path to appease another? You must recognize that as some pre-programmed condition. I used to do that, and I knew I was doing it. And then finally I woke up. I'm like, why am I sacrificing my own happiness for somebody else's? It's really weird. Realize it was a condition that was programmed into me from childhood. They wanted me to be somebody who pleased other people. Basically, a peasant. For what? What is so important about my path that they would do something so wicked? Well, we know what's so important about my path now. I'm the spokesperson for how this energy shows up in all of your lives. I'm here to speak about this. Make sure that nobody else has to go through this. Or if you are going through it, you wake up to it now and stop this from continuing. What do we have at the crown? Unbelievable. And there it is, Scorpios. The devil. To close out the reading, Samiel. The severity of God. Seduction and downfall. Communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic.
And look at him. He's shuffling off. Uh-oh. The Scorpio collective has woken up to the truth, to their purposes.
They realize now that it was all an illusion. We were trying to keep them from their greatness, so they wouldn't rise up against us. But the devil's a coward, Scorpio. As soon as you recognize them, they shuffle off with their little demon tail between their legs. Okay? I have nothing further to add. Go get him, Scorpios. Go get him. Scorpios, this is the energy that's available to you, depending on where you are on this timeline, should you choose to accept. I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like a personal reading. All that information can be found in the description below. And thank you for your donation, Scorpios. Take care.